Welcome to MyProjectBazaar.com. Now we are going to discuss about the product, a novel deep arrhythmia-diagnosis network for AF classification using ECG signals. Now we are going to discuss about the abstract for the process. AF is a common abnormal heart rhythms. Hence, this process is introduced by using the ECG for the assessment of cardiac arrhythmia in clinical routine. Also, this process introduces the deep learning based convolutional neural network framework, which is previously trained on a general signal dataset, is transferred to carry out the automatic ECG arrhythmia diagnosis by classifying the patient's ECG into an corresponding cardiac conditions. The main focus of this process is to detection of arrhythmia by a simple, reliable and easy applicable deep learning technique for the classification. The results of the deep learning classification cascaded of convolutional neural network and LSTM were able to obtain very high performance rates. Now we are going to discuss about the flow diagram for the process. At first, the input ECG signal is taken from the dataset. The dataset is the folder which consists of the several ECG datas. After getting any one ECG from the dataset, the pre-processing will be carried out. In this pre-processing step, the signal is aligned based on the time domain. After the signal is pre-processed, the pre-processed signal will be undergone for the node detection. In this node detection step, we have to detect the R peaks, then Q peaks, then S peaks. That is the QRS peak detection method. After the QRS peak detection, we have to analyze the features. So in this feature annotation, the QRS value of the features as well as the RR interval of the features will be calculated. Then after extracting the features, those features are considered as test features. By using the feature extractions, we have to classify the signals whether the signal is normal or abnormal by using the CNN classification method. After the classification, the performance will be evaluated by means of the accuracy, sensitivity and specificity. By these three parameters, we can able to justify the process is efficient or not. Now we are going to discuss about the initial running procedure for the process. At first, open the Matlab 2015B and change the current directory. If you want to execute the program, just right click in the main_GUI.m and select the option run. Now the initial GUI was opened. In that you can see the several push buttons in the right side for the controlling actions, then the several axes in the left side for the display. First of all, you have to click the input signal. After clicking the input signal, the dataset folder was opened. You can select any one signal from the dataset. After the selection of the corresponding signal from the dataset, the corresponding signal will be displayed in the axis with the title input signal. After getting the input, the pre-processing will be carried out. In this pre-processing step, the signal is filtered and then converted into a time domain. After the pre-processing, the peak detection will be carried out. In this peak detection steps, the each and every peak node will be detected and then plotted in the red color indication mark. After the peak detection, the QRS detection will be carried out. So we have to detect the QRS signal. So after clicking the button QRS, the QRS results will be displayed like this. Like this, each and every peak will be detected and then the reference peaks will be plotted here. After the QRS detection, the RR detection will be carried out and then the RR interval value will be plotted in the table format. Like this, the RR interval will be plotted. Then finally, the classification will be done by using the convolutional neural network and then the LSTM. First of all, click the compute CNN. Now the CNN layer, that is the convolutional layer, will be the layer number of inputs equal to 50, size of the input equal to 6, then the size of the testing equal to 1. Then the pooling layer data will be shown here, and then the activation function values will be shown here. Finally, we have to compute the classification. Now the classified result will be shown here, like the identified as a normal signal. Also the message box will be displayed like this. After the classification method, the performance will be evaluated. Hence, the performance will be evaluated by means of the accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, then precision, finally recall. Those values will be put as a table format as well as the graph format. Now the test feature and then the train feature value will be plotted like this. Now the one of the test feature will be shown in the blue color, and then the other train feature will be shown in the red color. Now the one of the test feature is matched with the train feature is shown in the graph format.